All right, thank you everybody for being here today. This is a little different than what we normally do. We kind of have our Youth of the Year presentation at the Wine and Food, but that's moved to September, but we still wanted to honor our Youth of the Year during the springtime. So thank you all for coming. I want to, first off, just have my board of directors stand up and just thank all of you. It's been just a crazy year, and all of these people are here to help support me and support all the kids. So thank you so much. And of course, I can't do this on my own. I've got an amazing team of people, so would my staff please stand up? These are the, yes. Today you'll hear a really, really amazing story, but these are the people that make those stories a reality. So they're pretty special to us here. So I went on the Daily Press's website and started looking up the very first Youth of the Year that we ever had for Boys and Girls Club. And it was October 25th, 2001, so almost 20 years ago. And one of the reasons I know that was because my good buddy Tim Costanza won Youth of the Year, but I was also an honorable mention in that one. So I mean, it's pretty crazy to think about that. Back then, it was just kind of this little party, very similar to today, and we just had a lot of fun. But as I was in the archives of the Daily Press, I found another article that I thought was just really, really cool and really interesting. I just want to share a little bit with you all. So it says, December 18th, 2000, Youth Club marks first anniversary. In just 1 year, the Black Canyon Boys and Girls Club has grown from a humble beginning of only 2 youth attending its first session to a membership of more than 230 local children. By the end of December last year, we had 14 members, and now we have about 30 to 40 kids coming to club each day, said Club Director Melissa Bauer. The Black Canyon Boys and Girls Club is an after-school program open to any youth between the ages of 10 and 14. But Bauer said that older youth who were members last year often return to the program as volunteers. I mean, that's pretty amazing when we think about it here. The first year, they had 14 kids, and then at the end of it, 230 members. And here we are today trying to build a facility to get 230 members in every single day, not just for the full year. So it just kind of gives me goosebumps to see how far we've gone. And of course, from 10 to 14, we go now from 6 to 18. It's just amazing how we've really expanded over these last 20 years. But one of the things that I remember most was actually when I was back on the stage in 2006 as a competitor for Youth of the Year for right here, for Black Canyon. And it was a great time. I ended up winning it, and it was one of the first times that we went up to Denver to compete at the state level for the Boys and Girls Clubs. And a lot of people say, I remember the people and I remember this and that, but I really don't, I'll be honest, I don't. But one of the cool things that I really remember was actually Denver itself. Because of the club, that was the first time I'd ever been to Denver to compete, to hang out on 16th Street Mall, to visit the Nike store that used to be there. I mean, for a little small town kid, that was pretty cool to see all of that. And so that's one of these great things you'll see here. It's the experiences that the Boys and Girls Club give to these youth. It's just the connections, it's everything. So thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. And I want to introduce Megan Shreves, my site director.
Hi. It has been a whirlwind of a day getting ready for all of this, and we are all very excited. I wanted to start out by thanking a couple of staff members in particular. I'm very lucky to have an all-around great team of people helping out with everything we do around here, but especially Gavin Collins and Ivana Quintaneros, who are over here, traffic control. Ivana's my program manager here, and she puts up with all my crazy ideas and all my, should we put the cupcakes here or here? Should we make punch and water, or should we do lemon? Like, she just puts up with all of it, and she's phenomenal, and she's like, whatever you want to do, it's fine. And Gavin, who actually was a Youth of the Year when he was a member here at Club as well, helped me come up with the essay prompts for Youth of the Year this year, and really worked with the kids on what to write and how to portray what they felt. So, huge thank you to both of them. This year has been super weird at Club. I have been here for a little over 4 years, and this year was nothing that I was prepared for. This time last year, were shut down for 3 months, and when we came back, we could only have 30 kids, and then we could go up to 40. But the biggest change for us was definitely being open all day for remote learning. From August through March, I think, we got kids all day. So the kids that are in the back row and Lori were all here from like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning through Club. So they were here, some of them for like 10 hours a day, which was awesome for us because we got to hang out with kids all day long, and that's the best part of this job. And it was a really sweet moment to get to actually connect with these kids on a whole new level. I learned how to braid hair and did couple hairs for shows and basketball games and all kinds of stuff. I've done more middle school math than I ever wanted to do in my life. And I've Googled a lot of answers because I don't know them very well. But it has been very, very sweet to get to spend extra time with these kids who definitely have my heart and always have. Middle school is my thing, it's fine. But I also like high schoolers too. So it is my honor to introduce Ms. Lori Taylor, our Youth of the Year for 2020.
Hi, my name is Laura. I have been going to Club for about, I kind of stopped going for a couple years in between, but I came here and I started going to Club, and then I stopped, and then I came back. It's been a time, let me tell you. I just wanted to say thank you to all the staff, because I have a strange and eclectic personality, and they have been there and have supported me through that, and they never like judged me for it. And anytime I said something, I have my mask on. Anytime I said anything like out there or just really random, they didn't really care. They thought it's my normal, honestly. So I wanted to share with you my Boys and Girls Club story, and my just adventure here. So I'm gonna read you an essay I wrote. It's not the best thing I've written, but it's one of the greats. The Black Canyon Boys and Girls Club has helped me on this tribulous adventure called life, from small mishaps during my day-to-day school life to huge events in my personal life. The staff at Boys and Girls Club, Black Canyon Boys and Girls Club, has helped me realize my potential as a person and as a fellow friend. They have supported me and my decisions since my first day, and they've simply been there to listen to me. My adventure at Club has been a wild one, a thrilling story I hope I'll be able to remember till the ends of my days, as a human being, and a story I'll be able to share. On April 9th, 2016, half my family moved to Montrose, Colorado. I had started a new school with different kids, new teachers teaching new things. My whole life was turned upside down in a matter of days. My mom would send me to a friend's house until she could get me, but soon she sent me up for Black Canyon Boys and Girls Club, causing the dust to finally settle down. That was where I would go, day after day, to spend my afternoons. Even though my memory is blotchy, I can still remember the little things. The smell of the bus seats that had been touched by the sun for far too long, the cool burst of air that brushed my burning body when I walked into the lobby of the church, neon yellow for some reason. I think a lot of middle school boys wore that color. It's there, it's in there. Eventually, the summer program started, and thus my largest adventure at Club. I don't remember too much of my time there, but I vividly remember the snacks. The taste will forever be burnt onto my tongue, and the smell clogging my olfactory epithelium. Even with my memory, it doesn't stop my current adventure. I've been going to Club for about 6 months now. I started going to the online schooling there so that I could not be too distracted and actually do school. Well, it was then I was actually mature enough to have conversations with the staff, even becoming friends with some. It's now that I appreciate them being there for me. I've lived enough to have been scarred, and for them to listen and give advice to me that has helped me through my journey of life. An example of this has possibly been the recent months of school, because high school is nothing like High School Musical or any Disney teeny bopper, and I had to learn that the hard way of growing up on Disney+. So my hope for future kids is that they'll feel the same acceptance I had, the same security, to have the same help that I had received, and to be able to be in a positive environment so that they too would be able to make it to Youth of the Year and be able to tell their story. Jazz hands. I'd like to bring Bud back.
All right, thank you, Lori. That was awesome. That's just one story of the hundreds that we see every day here, how staff are helping to change lives of awesome people like Lori. So thank you for coming, everybody, and please enjoy some cupcakes and punch and just help us celebrate. So thank you.